everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Silver Seaters. Today we're going to look at my full body strength workout. You don't need any equipment for this video, just one of these colourful resistance bands. Again, they're super lightweight. They can take them absolutely anywhere, and you can do about 100 different things with them. So try and get hold of one of these if you can. It's really important to keep that body nice and strong so that you can continue to do your daily activities, such as walking to the shops, maybe carrying some shopping, going up and down the stairs, or even opening and closing heavy doors. So the format of the session today is going to consist of 6 different exercises for 30 seconds, and we're going to do a warm-up followed by a cool-down. We're also going to add in our 1960s trivia quiz. So take yourself back in time, get your thinking caps on, and get your pen and paper ready. Okay, so we've got 10 questions for the 1960s trivia quiz, and all the best of luck. All right, let's start off with a nice warm up now. So we're just gonna get that body nice and warm, marching on the spot. To get the blood pumping around the joints. To get our heart beating. And let's get that body ready for the exercise that we're about to do. Okay, let's bring those legs slightly higher, bring those hands slightly higher now. Deep breath, control that breathing. And 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come out of our punches. Opposite arm to opposite leg. Just getting that mobility in the shoulders. Getting that rhythm between the upper body and the lower body. And last 7. Let's increase that pace slightly if we can. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax there. Next exercise, bring those hands out nice and wide, coming out to the side and bring your heel forward. Doing our reverse fly and our heel taps at the same time. Again, we're coordinating that upper body and the lower body at the same time. Deep breaths. Controlling that breathing. Again, we need to increase that heart rate, increase the breathing rate. Make sure the muscles are nice and warm so that we're ready to do our exercise. And last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring those fists back, squeeze those shoulder blades together, and we're going to do our shoulder press, or our punches up to the sky. Not necessarily shoulder press with both hands at the same time. Or can really feel this one already. Really feel it in the shoulders. Again, we just want to get that mobility. We're not using any weight. So get that body nice and warm. And last 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax it. Shake out those arms, or I can really feel it in the back there. Next exercise we're going to do is coming out to the side, our side taps. Personal favourite of mine. Bringing each foot out to the side and bringing that hand up at the same time. Really good exercise again to coordinate the upper body and the lower body. If you haven't done it before, you might find it quite challenging. Try your best, it's only practice. And I'm sure you'll get it the second time around if you haven't got it the first time around. Okay, and last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, relax there. We're going to do 2 sets of 10 seconds, slightly faster, just marching on the spot. Let's raise that heart rate, raise that breathing rate, go at your pace. Don't push it too far. Okay, when you're ready, nice and gently to begin with. Deep breaths. And let's go for 10. Short contact time on the floor if you can. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax there. Let's shake out those arms. Give those legs a good rub. Let's get the lactic acid out of the muscles in the legs. And back into your gentle marching. Oh, feeling it today. Almost there. Well done, everyone. Last 10 seconds. Let's get ready. Bus is coming. And let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax there. Well done, everyone. Really good warm up there. We're now nice and warm. Let's go through 2 questions. Again, get your pens ready, get your paper ready. What was the name of the famous English 4-piece band that came out of Liverpool? I don't think I'm going to give you the hints there, because that would be even easier. What was the name? Just strike 9 o'clock here. What was the name of the 4-piece famous English band that came out of Liverpool? I'll give you the hint for argument's sake. Named after an insect. So we should probably all get that one. Really easy one. Name the 4 members of the Beatles. So the first question, what was the name of the famous English 4-piece band that came out of Liverpool? And the second question is, name the 4 members of the Beatles. Okay, getting easier and easier, these quizzes, aren't they? Alright, so the first exercise we're going to do is called the chest press. Taking your band, putting it round your hands, behind your back, underneath your armpits. Again, making sure you've got some nice tension in the band when your hands are nice and close together. And we're just going to press forwards. If you'd like to make it more difficult, make that band shorter. Again, we're working the chest, the shoulders, and the arms in this exercise. Really nice one to do. To start off with, get those arms nice and warm. We're focusing on the strength in those arms, thinking about the posture at the same time. And let's relax there. The next exercise we're going to do is called the leg press. Focusing on the muscles on the legs, on the thighs. You're going to make that band nice and thick. Put it around the ball of the foot. We're going to bring those hands back. Keep them nice and still underneath the armpit. Straighten that leg. And we're going to come backwards and forwards at the knee. Let's go. Nice deep breaths. Looks easy, this one's slightly more difficult than it looks. Making sure that the ball of your foot is always facing forwards. We don't want the ball of that foot facing the floor. Last few seconds. And let's get ready, almost ready to change legs. And let's swap around now. Again, making sure that band's nice and thick. Putting it around the ball of the foot on the other leg. And we're coming backwards and forwards. Making sure the ball of that foot is always facing forwards. This is a really good one for exercises such as walking up the stairs where you're pushing off one leg. Almost there. And last 10. Breakfast time for somebody downstairs. And let's relax there. Fantastic. So from the leg press, we're now going to go into the row. So actually, keep your band where it is. Keep your band around your foot. We're going to straighten that leg, rolling those shoulder blades back and together and squeezing those fists into the armpits. Let's go for 30 seconds. Squeezing those fists into the armpits. Really good exercise for opening up the shoulders. Increasing the strength in the back. Deep breaths. And also good for removing an excessive curvature in the back as well, because we're improving that posture. And relax there. Let's go through 2 more questions. Give yourself a bit of a break. Question number 3. What was the name of the first James Bond movie released in 1962, starring Sean Connery and Ursula Andrews? Going to repeat that one. What was the name of the first James Bond movie released in 1962, starring Sean Connery and Ursula Andrews? Question number 4. Which Alfred Hitchcock scary movie was released in 1960 with a famous shower scene? Oh, we're not past 9 o'clock, are we? Oh, we are past 9 o'clock in the morning though. Which Alfred Hitchcock scary movie was released in 1960 with a famous shower scene? Okay, so the next exercise that we're going to look at is the calf press, similar to the leg press. Focusing on the muscle underneath the shin, taking that band, making sure it's nice and thick, putting it around the ball of the foot. We're going to straighten that leg, keeping those hands into the armpits, nice and still, and we're just going to point at the ankle. And let's go for 30, pointing at the ankle, then relax. This is a really good exercise for isolating that muscle underneath the leg. It's so important to keep this muscle nice and engaged so you can continue to push off the ball of that foot. Again, if you need to push yourself up to another level, this is a really good exercise to help you go up and down the stairs. And relax there. Let's swap legs. Swapping legs, and we're going to push forwards at the ankle. You might find one leg is stronger than the other. If you're finding it too easy, again, wrap that band around your hands once again, make it shorter, or you can use a band with more resistance. Nice deep breaths. Almost there, last few seconds. Nice deep breaths. You might feel that nice burning sensation underneath the shin. That's exactly what we want to feel. As soon as we've got that burning sensation, that's when we feel the improvement in the strength. In a few days, once your body's adapted, and relax there. Let's take both legs now, put them standing on the band. We're going to make that band slightly longer, roll those shoulder blades back, chest out, and we're going to do our bicep curl. So we're just going to bring those fists towards the top of the shoulders, and let's go. Bringing those fists towards the top of the shoulders. Keep going, everyone. Really focusing on the muscle on the front of the arm. If you're finding this one easy, you can do your bicep curl and hold a weight at the same time. So you've got the resistance from the band and the weight in your hands. Just make sure it doesn't slip out, and relax there. Last one that we're going to do, we're going to drop the band now, so you don't need the band. Let's come slightly further forwards on your chair if you'd like to make it More difficult, straighten that leg. This one's called a leg extension. I'm going to bring that heel off the floor and we're holding it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. And let's go again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Last one now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Fantastic. Let's swap legs now. We're going to go into the other leg. This is called our leg extension. Focus on the muscle on top of the leg, and let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax there. And let's go again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Fantastic. So we've done one set now. We've got one more set to do. Let's go through 2 more questions. Get your pens ready. What movie won the Oscar for the Best Picture in 1965, starring Audrey Hepburn and Rex Harrison? What movie won the Oscar for the Best Picture in 1965, starring Audrey Hepburn and Rex Harrison? I'm going to give you the hint here as well. So a phonetics expert takes on the challenge of showing a Cockney girl how to speak like a duchess. Oh, I might have given it away there. And let's go to the next question. In what year was the birth control pill approved in the USA for contraceptive use? Slightly more difficult, that one. In what year was the birth control pill approved in the USA for contraceptive use? Great. Okay, let's get back into it now. We're going to go back into our chest press, taking the band, putting it around the back, underneath the armpits, and we're going to press forwards. Let's go for 30. Really try improving the strength in those arms and that chest. Again, if we can make it slightly more difficult, we're shortening that band, or we're using a band with more resistance. You can also increase the tempo in the movement. That's going to make it more difficult as well. Keep going, everyone. Almost there. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Great. Next exercise is the leg press. Taking that band, making it nice and thick, putting it around the ball of the foot. Squeezing those shoulder blades together, wrapping the band around your hands if you like to make it slightly shorter. And we're bringing that knee backwards and forwards, making sure the ball of the foot is always facing forwards. Deep breaths. Almost there. Again, this one's really good for improving the strength on the muscles on the top and the bottom of the thigh. Keep going, everyone, and let's relax there, swapping legs. Around the ball of that foot, making sure the band isn't too thin, it's not going to roll up that shoe, and let's go. See how the ball of my foot is always facing forwards, making sure that we're really getting the most out of those muscles on the thighs. Almost there. Again, all you need is a resistance band for this exercise. Really good one to do at home in your spare time. Do it while you're watching the TV, do it while you're listening to the radio, and relax. Oh, might have gone over slightly there. Relaxing. And the next exercise, keeping that band where it is, we're going to do our row. Rolling those shoulder blades back, hands nice and straight, and let's bring those fists in towards the armpits. Really working on the strength in the back. Just remember, you're bringing the elbows backwards. Focus on bringing the elbows backwards and bringing those fists in towards the armpits, rather than bringing those fists up towards the shoulders. Almost there. Keep going, almost there. Squeezing those elbows together. Squeezing those elbows into the body. And let's relax there. Let's go for another 2 questions. If I can get the band off the shoes. A little bit more difficult than it looks sometimes. Okay, so question number 7. In 1960, the most powerful earthquake ever recorded, 9.5 on the Richter scale, was where? In 1960, the most powerful earthquake ever recorded, 9.5 on the Richter scale, was where? Interesting, get your geography hats on for that one. Question number 8. In which year did the show Sesame Street first air on television? In which year did the show Sesame Street first air on television? Not easy questions. Not easy ones. And I tell you what, for that, number 7, we just look for the region. Okay, we just look for the region, not necessarily the specific country. Great. All right, let's get back into it now. So the next exercise we're going to do is from the row, we're going to go into our calf press. So taking that band, putting it around the ball of the foot, again, wrapping it around the hands, squeezing those hands into the armpits, and we're just pressing forwards at the toes, the ball of the foot, and let's go. Let's go for 30. Nice deep breaths, controlling that breathing. Breathing out as you're pressing forwards. And coming back in. Doing well, everyone. Last few seconds. Again, this one's a really good exercise. If you're ever pressing up onto the ball of your foot. And it's so important to keep this muscle underneath the shin nice and strong. And let's swap legs when you're ready. Making sure that band's nice and thick again. Putting it around the ball of the foot. Bringing those hands in towards the armpits. With these exercises, similar to the leg press, we're also using the muscles in the back by keeping those hands nice and still. So even although those hands aren't moving, we're still activating those muscles in the back, which makes it an even better exercise to do. Keep going, everyone, doing really well. I'm sure we're all making it look nice and easy. And last few seconds. Just want to feel a slight burning sensation. And relax there. Fantastic. So next exercise we're going to do, keep your bands where they are. We're standing on the band now and we're going to do our bicep curl. So coming slightly further forwards on the chair if you'd like to, and we're bringing those fists towards the top of the shoulders. Let's go. So here we're really focusing on the bicep. You use the bicep if you're maybe picking up an object, putting an object down. Really important to keep those arms nice and strong. And again, if you're finding it too easy, you can have a weight in your hands at the same time, or you can make that band shorter, or you can use a band with more resistance. After watching all of these, everyone is going to have big biceps. That's what I do now. Okay, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax there. Fantastic. The last exercise that we're going to do is called the leg extension. So we don't need our band for this last one. We're going to come slightly further forwards on the chair, bring that leg out in front, and we're going to bring that heel off the floor and engage this muscle on top of the leg. And we're going to hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Let's go again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And we've got one more to go now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Quite a tough one, that one, actually. Engaging that muscle on the front of the thigh. Swapping legs now, last one, and then we're done for the day. And let's bring that heel off the floor, holding it there. 3, 2, 1, and relax. And let's go again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relaxing there. And last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Well done everyone, really good session today. So we're focused there on the full body and increasing the strength in our body, which is really, really important. We're just going to finish off with a few stretches. Before we start our stretches, we're going to go for the last 2 quiz questions. So what year was the famous Woodstock Festival held? What year was the famous Woodstock Festival held? Okay, last one, that was number 9, last one, number 10. The first woman in space came from which country? The first woman in space came from which country? Not easy questions today. They're not easy, apart from the first 2. I think they were slightly easy, but not necessarily too easy. And let's go into some stretches. We're going to start off with stretching out the chest, taking the palm of those hands, putting them onto the lower back and squeezing those elbows together. Let's hold it there. Nice deep breaths. Again, this one's good for opening up that chest. Also a good one for improving the posture. And let's relax. Let's take these hands now, lock them together, push them out in front. Let's stretch that back now, the back stretch. Holding that stretch. And relax. Okay, let's do the trunk now. So these muscles on the side of the body. We're just going to bring one hand over to the side. And we're going to hold it there. If you feel like it's too much of a stretch, you don't need to use that hand. You can just come down to one side. Holding it there, last few seconds. And let's come over to the other side. Don't hold your breath with any of these stretches. Almost there, then we're going to go to the legs. And relax. Let's do the hamstring stretch now. One of my favourite stretches, sitting down. So we're going to straighten one leg, pulling those toes in towards you, and nice and gently you're going to try and move that chest towards the knee. Let's hold it there. Just until you can feel that stretch. You don't want to push too far. Just until you can feel it. And let's relax, swapping legs. Straightening that other leg now. And bringing that chest towards the knee. Last 15, then we're going to go through the answers. No cheating, don't change any answers. And let's relax there. Fantastic. Well done, everyone. Let's go through the answers and let's see how we did. Okay, so question number 1. What was the name of the famous English four-piece band that came out of Liverpool? And the answer, as you can imagine, was the Beatles. Name the 4 members of the Beatles. We've got John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr. So those 2 slightly easier, I think. Question number 3. What was the name of the first James Bond movie released in 1962, starring Sean Connery and Ursula Andrews? The answer is Dr. No. Dr. No for that one. Which Alfred Hitchcock scary movie was released in 1960 with a famous shower scene? And the movie was called Psycho. Psycho, that one. What movie won the Oscar for the Best Picture in 1965, starring Audrey Hepburn and Rex Harrison? And the answer was My Fair Lady. In what year was the birth control pill approved in the USA for contraceptive use? It was 1960, released in 1961 to Australian women if they're married. That's interesting. In 1960, the most powerful earthquake ever recorded, 9.5 on the Richter scale, was where? And the answer is South America. That was the Valdivia earthquake, and it caused global tsunamis and destruction. Question 8 now. In which year did the show Sesame Street first air on television? Wonder if anyone remembers the first episode. 1969 was the year. What year was the famous Woodstock Festival held? Again, we've got 1969. And then question number 10, which we'll finish with. The first woman in space came from which country? And the answer is the Soviet Union. In 1963, Valentina Tereshkova, if I can get there, Tereshkova, she spent almost 3 days on the Vostok 6 space capsule, orbiting Earth 48 times. Wow, that's quick. Great. Thanks very much for tuning in today. Really hope it's been useful. Hope you've enjoyed it. Get your answers in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.